In the gate. Gate. Nice rocks for my entry, huh? Nice ones over there too. Volcanic. Whatever. So I'm gonna have them on either side of the entryway with my name written in granite or volcanic. I'm just kidding. But natural stuff to put up there. These rocks. And this pole is gonna move about 2 feet that way. And the fence is gonna widen. And we're gonna, my guy is gonna widen the road, as I had said. And I've roughed in, I've spent the last week, today's August 28th. I spent the last, well, couple of weeks actually, or a part of the last couple of weeks, coming here and roughing in what my ideas are. And I walked the area with the excavator, shared those ideas, but this is going to be part of the driveway that'll spin out this way, just about to those, right there, those trees right there. So it's going to go back a good another 30 feet. And the idea is a truck to service either the septic or the well, which is over here, or electric. If I have to drive in a pole, we'll be able to go off, pull off that way, and then back into this area here. One of my piles. So we'll continue. So I think I did a pretty good job. I mean, it's easy to point shit out and people to point shit out to me. These trees are gonna go. Sorry guys. I think at least one of them is gonna have to go. I'm gonna try to keep all three, but it gets to be a problem in here because this thing swings way over. And so does that pine. It's kind of a, or whatever it is, it might be a cedar. But that one's kind of funky. So maybe I can go with getting rid of one of these. I think those are birches because they have the eye on there, the eye. And then that, whatever it is, cedar, and of course that dead tree's gonna go. This one's gonna go as well. I gotta get some tape from the hardware store. Start marking trees. All right, continuing. And planned driveway. That's what we're walking here. These big stones, see these boulders? Yeah, that's why I'm not gonna do anything. I got a guy I'm gonna pay. And he's gonna pull these out, or I don't know what he's gonna do. Okay, leach field is here, drain field, sorry. 3 or 4 75-foot drain pipes going these ways are in here. So what's gonna be here is nothing. All this shit needs to go, and it may be problems because it may have already grown into those pipes, but system's never been used, so I'm told that there's a good chance I don't have to replace this. If I have to, it's gonna be extra work. And then there's some question, even though this has never been used, can I go ahead and reuse it? Or do I have to use the replacement field, which was designed closer to the tank? But anyway, driveway still going down. These trees are going to be cleaned up, and I do intend to keep them. Not really doing anything. Continuing down here. And then this is where garage is, like right here is my garage. And drive in, drive in, drive in. And I want to try to keep this here. I'll explain why later. But I want to kind of keep that. So, back over here. Now we are in the house. So my house is up in here. This is probably kitchen. I don't know which way we're gonna face. I'm thinking kind of that way because it's kind of more open. I do like looking open. You can see those trees. You know, that guy's house is not too much of an eyesore. You can see the river. But anyway, this is home site. Keep that tree. That's the neighbor's tree. And right now plans are we keep all these trees, pretty much of them. There's a couple of them that are dead, and there's a lot of cleaning that needs to be done. This burned about 15, 20 years ago. The guy that was building that property set this property on fire. But we'll go take a look at those. But this is home site. Remove these ugly, sorry, scrub brushes, right? Because they're going to be gone, and that's all going to be open. It's going to be drain field. That's my front door. That's my front. This is our front view. If you will. There you go. Those aspens, and then the pines off in the distance. And then hopefully the neighbor comes and does some beautiful things with their property, and we can see what they got going. Same thing with the guy up on the hill I met this weekend as well. Continuing down here. Tristan's, my buddy Frank's dog. It's been out here. He got out here, ran off. So I just want to get an idea. Yep. That's south, east, north, west. So the sun's gonna have house. House is gonna have sun in the afternoon. Okay, driveway. Right? House is up in here. House is up in that area. This continues around because the garage is over here. So I'm gonna have to come up here and start this again. I got a little sidetracked. So yeah, this has got to be, down in here is going to be graded with gravel. Just right by that tree. And then all these branches got to get cleared out. And then I can continue that way. And we'll go off this way to the garage. So the garages would kind of face like that. And then the house, separate building or connected, hopefully connected for times in winter. But right here, let's sit facing that way. I think. Big tree. Septic's just in front of it by about, which I mean it's east of here, east of that big tree by about 10 feet, 15 feet. So this continues off to the side. We keep this a road. There's our garages. This is going to be swinging over 10 feet, I think is what I got to remain to be legal. Another one of my piles. Continues. And then I've got this wonderful area. Maybe this is the RV campground, the campground. We'll just call it a campground. And I use that as the campground, this area, for now and forever, really. But idea is, you know, until they build up here, they build the home site, the home. And what I would do is come up like in early April maybe, or May, depending on whatever snow is on the ground then. Hook up and stay here and get the guys working up here, started up here. I'd be on site for the entire time. But anyway, so it's a cool area. Look at it. It's open. There's a few widow makers, but I'll have those taken care of. There's a lot of them in here. I guess that's because of that fire that occurred that I now know of. There's my no trespassing sign. It means get that up off. I want to show you this big pile. I'll show you there's 3 that I made. There's the 4th. Look at that. I'm gonna have that stump removed. This tree is gonna go. It's dead. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some tape. That's what I am gonna do. Let's take some time to start marking some trees, because there's not many I'm gonna knock down. I love these big ones, but you know, look at them. They're fully mature, or I don't know. They look mature. Those are Yosemite mammoth-sized trees. That one's mine too. It's on my property. That really more or less marks the edge of my property over there. Anyway, back to this heap. Look at that heap. That's a man heap. All hand cut, I want to emphasize. Come over here, and I also cut out a series of fishing holes, as I call them. That's basically how I spent my vacation, was doing yard work. Massive. Like, I mean, I was almost gonna die. That's how hard it was. Gotta get all those old fucking branches trimmed out, and then I gotta deal with that. Burn it, haul them out of here. I went to the junkyard, or the dump yesterday, so I got initiated myself with that. Not bad, but the problem is, how do I get this big pile of crap up to my truck? Or what do I get? You know, some kind of little four-wheeler, I mean, or maybe a crappy little truck pickup. Bring it down here and load this shit up, and I'll be able to haul it off to the transfer station, which is on the other side of the valley, up that hill there on Sprague River, going to Sprague River. Anyway, but yeah, cool, huh? I like this area. This is my backyard. This is where I want to chill. And so let's start over here. Or I didn't really do that much work over here. I'll bring you over here. I'll start where most of this crap came from. So these are these huge tufts of grass, tufa or whatever they call them, tula. I gotta deal with those, but that's easy enough. So coming down, I cleared all this area here, from here to there, basically. So kind of just forming in, given when I explain my ideas to these guys over the phone, and if they're here, if they take pictures, or if I send them pictures, they can kind of understand what I'm talking about. That was my intention. But this is, I don't know what this would be, grass. It can be grass, of course. Then I have the overhead of irrigating it, and you know, that's got a whole nother set of dimensions. But for definitely, this shit needs to go. It's 20 years of shit at least. My neighbor seems to think it was never cleared. So But anyway, so this will be either terrace, with some steps, or it'll be just grass sloping down until about here. And see, that's what I was dealing with. These were all big giant scrub brushes like these, you see. But I cleared, my idea was I'm going to clear out a couple fishing pole holes, which I did. There's my river side. And I'm telling you, it looks beautiful. This time of day, which is, I don't know, about 11, just before noon. It's just gorgeous. I dig it, man. And it's quiet for the most part. My neighbors have their kids and they were yelling. I'm sure these guys across the way can hear me now. But prime, red band, rainbow trout, brown trout, and I believe there may be bass in here. But the idea is this is a river that comes out of the ground. It's not from groundwater. So it comes out of these wells that are about, I don't know, about 10 miles up that way. And then, so the water's cool. And as the waters in Lake Klamath get warm, those big old badass fish come up this river because it gets deep and it allows them to swim up here pretty easy. They come up here looking for food. They like the cooler water too. So anyway, that's like my beach area here. You know, those trees look pretty. I don't know what they are. I hesitated cutting them because they may be some, those little bushes. They might be something we want to keep. That's just, I think, mustard, wild mustard. And then this would all be cleared. This would be grass. Grass. Just to these fences, to those trees, sorry, over here. And maybe, anyway, let's continue on the work I did. So I cut all this out, cut it, cleaned up in here. No, I didn't. No, I cleaned up over here. So this is where I left the video off yesterday. This was all blocked. And I said, oh, I'm not gonna do it, I'm gonna go drink beer. Well, I did go drink beer, but I did some bushes first, and then I drank more beer than I would have if I not cut bushes, because I figured I deserved it. So here's this big monster tree. I love this guy. He must have been here 300-400 years, I don't know. But gotta cut some of your branches down because they're droopy drawers. So we'll do that. And that's almost at the edge of my property line. Let's continue with my cut. I'll hand cut again. Cut. I was like the invading Marine Corps through the jungles of Slobovia. Let's cut this all out. Nice little access. Boom. Look at that pool. I hope you guys can see that. This is a mellow pool here. This doesn't get too deep. There's our train. Coming down from wherever, Canada. But anyway, that's just a train. Look at this. It is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Worried about what exactly is this river, because that's one thing a lot of the properties I looked at, they have kind of a crappy shoreline, there's no trees, and this had trees, but you couldn't access. This was all overgrown. You couldn't access the riverbed, so I cleared it out to do that, and again, also be easier to explain my idea when the excavator gets here and starts clearing. But yeah, so it's cool. I can get down here and look at all this. I could swim if I wanted to. Go out there and have a dock. Definitely gonna get a canoe. This family was up here. I think they were my neighbors. They were floating down yesterday afternoon in their inflatable. It's cool. That's the neighbor's lot. Got some shit cleared out over there. There's somebody over there too. I don't know who that is. You see there's a car up there. So it's not totally, it's not remote at all. It's gonna fill up quick. This is unfortunately gonna be like a mammoth. Look at can figure out they can put a golf course here and there on some of these old pasture lands. The harder it gets for these ranchers to raise beef, more expensive. The more they sell their stuff off, their land off, or development. That's what's happening. You get all your Californians, all your people just wanting to get the hell out. Well, hopefully I got in at a good time and in at a good price. And if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it's life. I had fun this summer. And what's cool, it's just all those rock formations that are in the water. They form these shelves. You can see that. And then they drop off. And then underneath those shelves, I've seen it. Big dark shadows come shooting out of there. I'm looking for food floating down the river this way. It's hard to tell, but there is a current. This is a river. It is just very slow. You can see it kind of boiling over there. Currents. Another thing about this part of the river and why this property, as opposed to one of the bigger old ranches over there, we're about 5 times the size of this lot, is there was no trees, and also there was a lot of stuff in the water, man-made stuff, because there was a lumber mill up there. So there was a lot of, and their fire destroyed it, ended the business. So the business was basically in operation when it was burned, and there's shit in the river. There's cut logs, old decaying logs. There's chain, there's a lot of metal. There's foundations over there that are in the water. And anyway, it's ugly. It's pretty, but it's, it is what it is. It's not ugly. So, cleared out. My path here. Up and over. And I should have brought a chair. But look, let me zoom out. See, I'm all jacked up. Okay, so here's. I don't know what this is. This is going to be certainly my hangout area, my backyard. It'll be just off the camp site, which is right here. I got to figure out a way to make that my RV site. Just on the other side of these trees over in there is where I'd like to have the RV. Pull it out. I'll be able to do that pretty easy. Okay. Put back over here. We got America. America the Beautiful. That's what you got there. Willamette Forest, I think. National Forest. Here's the eagle. Look at that, guys. We saw a bald eagle. I was taking Nancy home, I think. Hopefully I'm getting those. You can hear them. There's 3. Damn. Or 4. There's a whole flock of them. I don't know if Legal's flock, but. Huh. Anyway. Back to this river, man. So I'm standing here. It basically is gonna be in my backyard. And it's like 3 freaking D, man. I can look and I can see the depth. I can see the bottom of that river. I can see a couple logs, some more rock formations. I can see from here through to the water to the bottom. And camp pretty far up in there. But back here, just out my backyard, sitting here having a brew, I'm looking at, or coffee, it's more early, a latte. I can see right down here in front of me. I can see down at the bottom, and that's, I don't know if it's 10 feet, but it probably gets 10 feet a little bit out in there, but it's certainly 6 feet there, 5 to 6 feet, 4 to 6 feet down to the bottom. Yeah, I think I got ripped off, man. All I have to do is tear this out. Tear all that garbage out, which is gonna go, sorry guys. It's all gonna go through to my neighbor's fence. And I got all this river. Yeah. Got a lot of work to do. Yeah. That's the last. So I'll take you around. Here's to the end. I didn't get all the way to my neighbor's yard, which is right there. But I cleared up to here. It's deep there. It's a good 10 feet. I don't know how much of that I have. That's neighbors. Yeah, good. It poops off right in here. See, this is for my dock, I guess. Because it's pretty shallow right here. And then it just drops off over there. And it's really, it'd be a floating dock, imagine. And it's all quiet. Calm. This is stuff I cut. There's another one. Oh, look at this, another fishing hole. Or dock, or I think, I don't know, it's so pretty. Why ugly it with a dock or a big dock for sure. So I'll cut through here. Again, this is the trail I cut. And then another fishing hole. What are you gonna do? I haven't even fished this yet. I don't think I have to cut or change too much. I don't think I want to. At least as far as it goes in the river. You know, don't want to be looking out on gravel up to the water line or grass. You know, like a manicured lawn here. You know, all the way up into there. Remove all those bushes, grass. Not all the way to the fence. I'm just saying, or maybe the fence. I don't know. But and then just clear out those trees and let the river do this. You know what I mean? Like that. Oh, that's later. I know. So that's the work I've done. That's part of it. People have been on this property, I don't know how long ago, but there's some bottles and stuff. And there's an old beer can I found. You know, somebody out here is fishing, having a malt liquor. Fuckers. Anyway. Yeah. Go back to the roads, moving too fast. That's a pretty nice little house. There's an easel out there, so an artist maybe? I don't know. And then over there is Tailwater Fisheries, some world-renowned fly fisherman, tour guide, explorer extraordinaire. Sorry, Water Wheel RV Park, but this is a lot nicer than you. Okay. So, I don't know what to do with these piles. So, okay. Open area. Just clear out some of these. Clear out all of them. Scrub brush. All that stuff's gone. This is where I put my RV, man. I'm getting some ideas. Some ideas. Oops. Okay, but this is it, man. This is where the RV needs to go, and it can stay here. What else am I gonna do with this area? Up here, this all in here. So that's gravel driveway. Level this out. Make it level. Level me out. Level me a pad right here. Make it nice and level. Gravel. Bring my electric. Give me an electric stand here, somewhere off in here. Electric, water, and ooh, can I get sewage? Electric, water. Which is basically out the back door of the house. Well, you know, I could use it for the yard. Yep. I'll use this for my RV campground. I'll be using this. This is the first area I'll start using is in here. So I got to figure out about this tree here. Does that one need to go? Kind of looks kind of dead. And then clear up any widow makers that are in here. And flatten, level this out and put gravel. Bring my water and electric over here. And up the driveway to the home site. Septic is there. About 10, 15 feet ahead of the east of that tree. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, see it. Septic is there. So I could stub it and just pull the trailer up here and dump before I leave. That's the path to the septic. So yeah. Cool. I say this has been an outstanding vacation, 2020. Fuck the COVID and fuck Donald Trump and every fucking buddy else, CNN and Fox News and everybody. Viva la revolution. The revolution of Joe. Look at them aspens. And then a good mix of trees. There's a few gotta go. I'm gonna head over to the hardware store now and get some tape. Okay. 39 minutes, 42 seconds, 43, 44, 45. Right on, Abagoobaluba. Carpe diem. Viva la vida, huh? You have only one. Bye. Love you guys.